Much appreciated. So this is a created franchise. This is they're called the Bronx Knights. They've been wedged in the American League West. They've taken the place of the Houston Astros. It's my intention to play 162 games. No skipped innings, no simulated games. Every game is on YouTube. This is game number 137 out of 162 plus. The Knights, it's early September. They're 89-47, as you can see on the screen. They have a 14-game lead over both the Mariners and the Rangers. Let's jump into the next game on the schedule. So it's a 4-game set at Oakland Coliseum. So let's start up the first game. View organizations games, play game, okay. Auto fix the lineups. 60 days. Play full game. We are the away team at Oakland, as you can see. I don't like the MLB network, so we'll change that. Madison Bumgarner. I like the MLB network, just not the graphics layout in this game. Madison Bumgarner. Chris Ramos needs a day off. Francisco Lindor will play second base today. Milo needs a day off. We'll put in Chance Cisco. Why the hell not? Actually, you know what? We will do Manuel Margot, Manuel Mattingly, Jacob, Michael, Saps, Benny, Termini. Okay, looks good. I like it. I like it. Let's rock and roll. Chris Ramos and Michael O'Rourke in the top 3 for batting average in the American League with 1 month left to play. I love it. Love it. Welcome to a matchup of Major League Baseball here in Oakland, California, as the Bronx Knights visit the Oakland Athletics. On the mound for the A's, Miles Mikolas, making his 27th start of the season. He's 11-11. He's at 500, 5.55 earned run average. And leading off for the Bronx Knights is Manuel Margot, part-time player, hitting .341, 2 homers, 18 runs batted in. Pitch is low, ball 1. Athletics are a game under 500, 4th place. That's Cal Ripken Jr. at shortstop. And I think Max Kepler in right.
First pitch, 7:07.
At the knees, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike, 57 degrees here in Oakland, California. Clear skies. Two-seam fastball outside, count is 2-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike on Manuel Margot, leading off the game here in the top of the first. And he yanks the fastball. Foul down the left field line. Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss, the high curveball, and there's 1 away. First strikeout of the game. First out of the game.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 23, Don.
Next up is Don Mattingly. 336, 22 homers, 94 runs batted in. High and outside, but called the strike by the home plate umpire. He has a 14-game hitting streak. Carries into this game. Pulls the slider foul. Count is 2-0-2. Ground ball, 2-hopper to Jackie Robinson. Throws to second. Throws to first for the second out. So 2 away. Starting lineup for the Knights. Manuel Margot is in center. Don Mattingly's at first. Jacob Salazar is the shortstop. Michael O'Rourke is The left fielder, Matt Saps, is your DH. Benny Los Cicero's in right. Francisco Lindor is the second baseman. Matt Termini is at third. And Chance Cisco batting ninth and playing catcher. Jacob, switch hitter, batting from the left side. Takes outside ball one. 323 average on the season. Pops it behind the plate in foul territory. Grandal makes the catch to retire the side. So after half an inning here in Oakland, California, it's the Bronx Knights 0. Oakland A's coming to bat. On the mound for the Knights is Madison Bumgarner, 10-4 with a 4.26 earned run average. And leading off is Jackie Robinson, the late great Jackie Robinson, 287, 10 homers, 57 RBIs, 27 stolen bases. Late on the fastball, strike one. And it's heading foul, strike two. Just foul. Late on the fastball. Slicing into the seats, out of play. Count remains 0-2. Lazy fly ball to left. There is O'Rourke. One away. Starting lineup for the A's, Jackie Robinson leads off at second. Burt Wells is your DH. Mickey Mantle is the center fielder. Adam Dunn is in left. Max Kepler's in right. Cal Ripken Jr. is shortstop. Willie Stargell at first. Josh Fuentes at third. And Yasmani Grandal is your catcher, batting ninth. Burt Wells, 322, 6 homers, 48 runs batted in. DH today. Late on the fastball, slicing into foul territory, strike one. Knocked down by Termini, picks it up, throws to first, not in time. It'll be an infield single for Burt Wells. Oh, could have been a double, knocked it down, kept it in front of himself. Runner at first and one out for Mickey Mantle. 286, 31 homers, 94 runs batted in. Quick throw to first. And he's back in. Line drive, foul. Up the first base line. Strike one. Cut fastball inside corner. Count is 0-2. Bronx Knights are 89-47, good for first place in the American League West. Swing and a miss. Strike three, and there's two away. Just blew it past him. Surprising.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Adam.
So next up is the left-hander, lefty, batting from the left side, Adam Dunn. 227, 33 homers, 87 runs batted in. High strike. Fouls off the cut fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Dunn. 6 for 13 in his last handful of games. Quick throw first. Strike three called at the knees. Dunn doesn't like the call, but regardless, it is the end of one. There's no score here in the Coliseum. Top of the second, Michael O'Rourke steps up. 349, 32 homers, 102 RBIs, 12-game hitting streak, 23 stolen bases. He's a complete player. Chases a high pitch and fouls it into the seats. Strike one. starting left fielder for the American League in the 2024 All-Star game. Sliders in there, strike 2. Yanks it foul, pulls it into the seats. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on O'Rourke. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Again, fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Count remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, the slider out in front, and there's 1 away. Nicholas' second strikeout of the game is the replay. Little out in front. So next up is Matthew Saps, the DH. 296, 29 homers, 91 runs batted in. And he yanks it down the left field line into the seats, strike 1. Little out in front. Inside, off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is 1-2. Low, 2-2. That's a line drive, base hit towards the gap, left center field. Big turn at first, but he'll hold as Mantle gets the ball back in. It's a 1-out single here in the bottom, top of the second. Here's the replay. Over the head of Cal Ripken at short. Next up is Benny Locicero. Benny's hitting .313, 31 homers, 112 RBIs on the season. He's the right fielder. 1 out, runner at first. And he yanks the fastball foul down the right field line. Check that. Yes, right field line. Quick throw to first. Saps is back. Pitch is high, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Locicero. Hits him on the shoot top. So it'll be first and second with 1 out. See the replay. Right on the instep, back foot. Next up is Francisco Lindor, playing in place of Chris Ramos today, hitting .304, 6 homers. Runners are at first and second, batting from the left side against the righty Nicholas. And he pulls the 2-seam fastball foul with authority, but just a strike. 0-1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks his swing inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count 3-1. Saps leads off second. Locicero leads off first. Lindor at the plate. 3-1 count. 1 out here in the top of the second. No score. And that's a line drive down the right field line. It is a base hit. Rounding second. Going to third is Locicero. Scoring is Matthew Saps. It's an RBI double by Francisco Lindor, his 10th double of the season. And the score is now Bronx Knights leading 1-0. So Matt Termini steps up, 2 runners in scoring position, .319, 10 homers, 70 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, the inside fastball, strike one. Checks his swing, curveball is low, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. 70 RBIs is not second on the Knights. It's about 5th or 6th. Ground ball up the middle and through. It could be a 2-run single. Strong throw to the plate is not in time. It is a 2-run single for Matt Termini, RBIs number 71 and 72 on the season, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Bronx Knights here in the top of the second. Just a ground ball with eyes. So, Chance Cisco, just called up from the minors of September, catching, steps up to the plate hitting .214, hitting from the left side. No homers and RBI. Again, throwing to first, trying to keep Termini close at first. Don't want a runner in scoring position. It's already a 3-0 lead. Down the first base line. It's going to be a single. Runners will be at first and third. Just went right over that first base bag. The Chance Cisco.
The center fielder, number 13. Manuel.
Nice return to the majors. So the lineup turns over and Manuel Margot is up. He struck out in the first. He's got a runner at first and third and only 1 out. Swing and a miss, the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Inside, count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pops him up in the infield. Second baseman Robinson makes the catch for the second out. He does not get the runner home from third, so waste of an out. Waste of an at bat. So with 2 outs, up steps Don Mattingly. He's 0 for 1, grounded out in the first inning. Chance to drive in that runner at third. First and third. Outside ball 1. Skies it the other way. Easy play for Adam Dunn in left. Makes the catch to retire the side, but they scored 3 runs. And after an inning and a half, it's the Bronx Knights 3, the Oakland A's nothing. So we will go to the bottom of the second. Max Kepler, the right fielder, steps up hitting .295. Bumgarner sets and delivers. It's a line drive over the head of Mattingly at first, into right field, the leadoff single for Kepler here in the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Next up is Cal Ripken Jr., shortstop, 328, 28 homers, 98 RBIs. Runner leads off first, nobody out. And that's a deep drive, but playable on the warning track. A line drive shot to the warning track and left. O'Rourke makes the catch, 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Bronx Knights. In the outfield from left to right is O'Rourke, Margot, and Lo Cicero. And in the infield is Termini, Salazar, Lindor, Mattingly, and Chance Cisco is behind the plate. Willie Stargell steps up with 1 out. 302 average, 30 homers, 91 runs batted in. Takes strike 1. Pops him up. Long run for Mattingly. It may be in play, but there's a lot of foul territory at Oakland Coliseum and cannot get there, but it's a strike. So count goes quickly to 0-2. The other way, drives it to the left center field gap, but there is O'Rourke again. 2 away. Nice play.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Josh.
So next up is Josh Fuentes, the third baseman, 279, 5 homers, 19 RBIs. He's a part-time player. And it's a lazy fly ball to left. Busy inning for O'Rourke. Near the line, makes the catch to retire the side. So after 2 innings of baseball, the Bronx Knights lead 3-0. So we go to the top of the third. Jacob Salazar's up, popped out in the first inning, leading off.
Jacob Salazar.
Ground ball to his counterpart, Cal Ripken, throws across, 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now back, left field.
American League West standings, as you can see, the Bronx Knights are 89-47, good for a 13.5 game lead over the Seattle Mariners. Oakland is 21.5 back, just a game under 500. So Michael O'Rourke struck out in the second. He's up there with 1 away. And he yanks this one deep, but curves foul. A little late on the 2-seam fastball. Count is 0-2. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. Back to the track. He makes the catch. Kepler in right. 2 away.
Now batting. Number 30.
So Matt Saps has a single and a run scored today. He's 1 for 1. Steps up to 2 outs here in the third. Low ball 1. That's a deep drive, but playable for Mickey Mantle in left center field for the final out of the inning. So we'll do 2.5 innings. Bronx Knights lead 3-0. So we go to the bottom of the third. Yasmani Grandal's hitting a .184, 3 homers, 28 runs batted in. Bumgarner deals. Out in front of the fastball, strike 1. In front of the curveball, change up. Count is 0-2 to Grandal. Ground ball, Termini. Routine play, 1 away. Nice play by the third baseman. So the lineup turns over. Jackie Robinson, first African-American baseball player to play in the major leagues. I believe it was in the late 40s. Number 42 is retired everywhere now. Line drive to the first baseman. That's 2 away. Soft liner. Burt Wells singled in the first. He's up there again. Line drive is headed for the corner. He cannot make the catch. It's going to be a stand-up double here with 2 outs in the inning. So they have a runner in scoring position now. That is, here's the replay. No chance for Lo Cicero and right to make that catch. Too close to the line. So next up is Mickey Mantle, number 7, for 1. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Mickey's batting from the right side against the lefty. And it's deep drive the other way. Lo Cicero is back to the warning track. He makes the catch to retire the side. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. And after the end of 3, it's the Bronx Knights 3, the Oakland A's nothing. Let's go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Lo Cicero, who was hit by a pitch in the second inning on his shoe top, so no official at bat. Outside, ball 1. Benny was a member of the All-Star team this year for the American League, but did not start. Yanks it. Foul. He was not the starting right fielder, but he played a couple innings. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouls it off. Outside pitch, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cicero has 112 RBIs on the season, with a month left to go. Full count, 3-2. So he's a run producer, without a doubt. Pulls it foul. We'll do it again. Bouncer to the first baseman. Stargell fields it, steps on the bag, 1 away.
The batter, the second baseman,
Francisco Lindor. RBI double today. Steps in for his second plate appearance with 1 out. And he pulls the fastball foul down the right field line. Strike 1. It's another switch hitter batting from the left side. Another grounder to Stargell at first. He takes it himself. That's 2 in a row. And there's 2 away. Exception of that 3 spot. Nicholas has pitched pretty well. Matt Termini has a 2-run single in this game. Steps in with 2 outs. Line drive almost takes off the pitcher's head. And it is a 2-out base hit for Termini. He had to duck quickly.
Now back, catcher, Dan Cisco.
Oof, almost got him. So next up is Chance Cisco. 2 right-handers warming in the Athletics bullpen. High and outside, ball 1. He's 4 for 15 on the season in the majors, 267 average. Saw a little time in April. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Hard ground ball. Robinson stops it with his body, throws to first in time. Nice play to recover that ball. Keeping in mind that the runner was a slow catcher. So after 3.5, Bronx Knights continue to lead 3-0. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Adam Dunn's 0 for 1. He steps up. Lefty versus lefty. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. The shift is on. 3 infielders on the right side, with only Matt Termini playing left. Deep drive. This one's not coming back. That is a solo home run for Adam Dunn. Home run number 34 on the season, and he puts him on the board. Bronx Knights lead 3-1. Here's a replay. Just killed it. Home run number 34 on the season. So still nobody out. Max Kepler singled in the 2nd. And it is a lazy fly ball. It's a short center field, short right field, short left field. Check that. Termini catches the pop-up, 1 away. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Playing Cards. It's a pretty much a tie. Miles Mikolas leads that 96-95, but Bumgarner has a 3-1 lead in the game. Cal Ripken's up, lined out in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1. At the knees, strike 1. Line drive the other way. Slicing foul. Count is 0-2. Out in front of the curveball. And there's 2 away. Strikeout number 3 for Madison Bumgarner.
The first baseman, number 8, Willie.
So Willie Stargell's up. Flied out in the second. Inside corner, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
It's a 3-1 lead for the Bronx Knights here in Oakland Coliseum. Grounder to Lindor at second. Throws to first, side is retired. So, after 3 innings of baseball and Adam Dunn's solo home run number 34, the end of 4, it's the Knights 3, the A's 1. Top of the 5th, Manuel Margot struck out, he popped out, he's 0 for 2.
Manuel Margot.
Chases a slider, strike 1. 6 for his last 15, that's a 400 average. And he yanks this one, but playable in left field for Adam Dunn. And there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 23.
Next up is Don Mattingly. He's 0 for 2 today.
Mattingly.
Here in the top of the 5th. That's a line drive to center. Will it hang up there? No, it will not. It dunks in there for a 1-out single here in the 5th for the Bronx Knights.
The bat, number 3.
Next up is Jacob Salazar, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2.
Salazar.
Low, ball 1. First game of a 4-game series at Oakland Coliseum, early September. Just misses 2 balls and no strikes on Salazar. Switch hitting from the left side against the righty Nicholas. Mattingly leads off first. That's a deep drive, but probably playable for the right fielder. Nice reaching catch for Max Kepler, and there's 2 away. Mattingly returns to first.
Now batting, left fielder.
So next up is Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder. He's 0 for 2. 2 outs here in the 5th. 2-run advantage for the Bronx Knights. High ball 1. That's a line drive over the head of Cal Ripken and heading all the way to the wall. Runner will round third and head home. He will be in there. It is an RBI double for Michael O'Rourke, RBI number 103 on the season. And his score is now 4-1 Bronx Knights here in the 5th. It's a line drive that's just out of the stretch, out reach of the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. Had he made that catch, the inning would have been over. Game of inches. Just misses. Mattingly coming home. So, manager of the A's has seen enough. He calls for the right-hander. And in relief comes Trevor May. 3-2 record, 4.83 earned run average. With a month left to go. Bumba Time Gaming. Hey, I just came across the channel. I do my own play-by-play sometimes when I do franchises. Maybe we can collaborate on games someday. A little play-by-play and commentary, perhaps. Thank you for joining the stream. This is Matt Saps. Matt Saps is the DH. He's a natural second baseman, but plays all throughout the infield. Today's the designated hitter. Runner in scoring position with 2 away. Anything's possible. Thank you for the compliment. I'll take that as a compliment. So Saps is hitting .313 with runners in scoring position. Here with 2 outs. Pitch is low, 3 balls and no strikes. So will he have the green light with 2 outs? The right fielder, Benny Lo Cicero, is on deck. He will not have the green light because my hands are off the controller. In there, strike 1. Hitters count, 3-1. Runner leads off second. It's a 4-1 lead. Ground ball up through the box into center field. He makes the turn at third and heads on home. It's an RBI single for Matthew Saps, and the score is now 5-1. Another 2-out hit for the Bronx Knights. As you can see from runs scored in the American League, here in September, early September, the Knights lead the American League by a wide margin. They have been productive at the plate this season. So next up is the right fielder, Benny Locicero, hit by a pitch, but he's officially 0 for 1. Trevor May, check that, throws his pitch, fouled off for strike 1. Saps leads off first. At the corner, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Benny. That's a shallow, lazy fly ball to right. He makes the catch to retire the side, but not before they score 2 more runs. And after 4.5 innings of play here in Oakland Coliseum, it's the Bronx Knights 5, the Oakland A's 1. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, first of all, Heidi Watney, sideline reporter. Sorry, Heidi, there seems to be something wrong with your microphone. We'll have to send a technician down there to check that out. In the meantime, we'll head back to the plate. It's the bottom of the 5th. Josh Fuentes is up. He is 0 for 1. I have a YouTube page. Please like the video on the YouTube page. Subscribe to the channel. I also have a Twitter account where I can be reached easily. The Twitter account and the YouTube page. Grounder to Mattingly at first, scoops it, takes it himself for the first out. Is Shenanigans with RC Robbin. That's RC and then a space and then Robin with 2 B's, Robbin. I am open to all suggestions. Yasmani Grandal steps up in the bottom of the 5th with 1 away. He grounded out in the 3rd. So far, Bumgarner is pitching well. At the knees, strike 1. Ground ball up the third base line. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. There's 2 away. That's Bumgarner's 4th strikeout of the game. Here's the replay. Terrible angle for replay. Every replay should be like this. I want to see the location of the pitch from center field angle. So with 2 outs, up steps Jackie Robinson, Mr. number 42, 0 for 2 today. In there, strike 1. So it's 5-1 Bronx Knights. They are 89 and 47. Foul ball, strike 2. It's my intention to play every inning of every game of a 162 game created franchise. This is game number 137. Fouls it off. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Looking forward to the playoffs. They have a 14-game lead in the American League West. Line drive pulls it into the... hit the player on the field in the Oakland dugout. I'll check that Oakland bullpen, which happens to be on the field. Deep drive to left. Back goes O'Rourke to the track. Near the wall, makes the catch to retire the side. So he gave it a ride, but not quite far enough. At the end of 5, it's an official ball game here at Oakland Coliseum. Bronx Knights lead by 4, 5-1. So we go to the top of the 6th. Francisco Lindor has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2, batting from the left side against Trevor May, the right-hander. Bounces at the plate, fair ball. Jumps out of his crouch. Yasmani Grandal throws to first, 1 away. Next up is Matt Termini, the 3rd baseman. 2 for 2. He has 2 runs batted in, 2 singles. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate, strike 1. So 10 home runs is not 3rd on the Knights. That statistic on the lower right-hand corner is often wrong. Be very skeptical when you see that stat. Checks his swing. Change up is low. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Chris Ramos, who's got the day off today, leads the team with 53 homers in the first week of September. Then it is Michael O'Rourke with 32. Benny Locicero with 31. Foul ball heading towards the seats. Out of play. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Then you've got Matt Saps with 29, if I'm not mistaken. So 10 is certainly not. Did he check it? Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights. Here's the payoff pitch. Way out in front of the curveball. Strikes him out. There's 2 away. Nasty pitch by May. So Chance Sisco, just recently called up from the minor leagues here in September, as a single today. He's only 4 for 16 on the season. Pitch is high, ball 1. Mr. Outlander, welcome to the stream. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Counted evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Your home team, the Oakland A's, is unfortunately they're down by 4 here in the top of the 6th inning. First game of a 4-game set. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Sisco.
Count is 3-1.
Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. Leadoff man Manuel Margot was up on deck. So he walks him. So the 2-out walk will extend the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So Margot is 0 for 3 in there to give a day off to Max Lukelich, the starting center fielder. And he'll take a ground ball up the middle for a hit. So after getting 2 outs, May gives up a walk and a base hit. So there are 2 runners on here in the 6th. Don Mattingly steps up. He is 1 for 3 with a single today. His average is a .336. Those of you that are unaware, Don Mattingly is an all-star from the 1980s and 1990s. Not quite a Hall of Famer. First baseman who won a lot of gold gloves for the New York Yankees. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. He won a batting title in 1984. He won an MVP in 1985. But a back injury in the 90s robbed him of possible seat in Cooperstown. 3-0. So he walks a batter, gives up the hit, goes 3-0 on Mattingly. The wheels are coming off. In there, strike 1. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Runners lead off first and second. It's already a 4-run advantage. Checks his swing. He does not go, according to third base umpire. Walks him, so the bases are now loaded with 2 outs. Well, I'm going to stream a fantasy franchise like this. Content you're doing, keep it up. And if you ever have time, stop by my stream. Well, you know what? I'm going to Bamba Time Gaming. I'm definitely going to look you up. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm going to keep doing this until 21 comes out. Still need to get a PlayStation 5, unfortunately, but I don't have one yet. Bases loaded. Switch hitter Jacob Salazar is up. Takes the first pitch, breaking ball in there, strike 1. Salazar is hitting .370 with runners in scoring position. Pitch is low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded. And it is a lazy fly ball to left. In comes Adam Dunn to retire the side. So they strand the bases loaded, but they do nonetheless have a 4-run lead here after 5.5. Bronx Knights 5, Oakland A's 1. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Burt Wells, the DH. He's 2 for 2 today against Bumgarner. Got to think about getting somebody up in the bullpen. Line drive into the Oakland dugout on the field. See, that's the main reason why they shouldn't be on the field anymore. It's dangerous. Should be behind a fence. Popped up in the infield. Mattingly is there, near the bag, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
So up steps Mickey Mantle, number 7, the Mick. It's 0 for 2, switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty, Bumgarner. Pulls it, deep but foul, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the curveball. Quickly the count is 0-2 on Mantle. That's a deep drive. Heading for the fence. It is off the top of the fence. However, it will be a 1-out double for Mickey Mantle. That's double number 31 on the season for the Mick. He made a bid for a solo home run, but it hit just the top of that fence above that Rickey Henderson sign. So with 1 away, the Oakland Athletics have a runner in scoring position for Adam Dunn, who has a solo homer in today's game. He's 1 for 2. Checks his swing, but it's called a strike by the home plate umpire. Strike 1. We're going to go to the manager's office and the bullpen. We're going to warm some guys up. Jesse Biddle is going to warm up, and Telly Argios is going to warm up, just in case. Fouls off the cut fastball, count is 0-2. Just misses high. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dunn. Hard ground ball, just foul down third base line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner leads off second. It's a 4-run ball game. And he's late on the fastball, and we'll do it again. Pops it up. In foul territory, but near the seats. A lot of foul ground here in Oakland Coliseum. So it's just a foul ball. Grounder to shortstop. Salazar throws to first. 2 away. Hold the runner look the runner back to second. So no advance on the base pass.
Now batting, right fielder.
This is the replay.
Matt Kepler.
So with 2 away, Max Kepler, the right fielder, is 1 for 2 with a single. Up the middle, Lindor throws in time, scoops it out of the dirt, and the inning is over. So after 6 innings of play, Bronx Knights lead 5-1. So we will go to the top of the 7th. Chad Green comes on in relief for the A's. In pitching in his 46th game out of the bullpen. He's 4-3 with a 3.80 earned run average. And he will face Michael O'Rourke, who is an RBI double today. He's 1 for 3.
Leading off for the Bronx, the left fielder, Mike O'Rourke.
Checks his swing, pitches high, ball 1. Low, 2 balls, and no strikes. And he's a little late on the 2-0 fastball. Dunn is right there to make the catch for the first out. Next up is Matt Saps. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI, 2 singles, a run scored. And he swings at the first pitch and pops him up the elevator shaft. Behind home plate in foul territory, Grandal makes the catch. Quickly, there are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Next up is Benny Locicero. Officially, he's 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Line drive right at the shortstop. to retire the side. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Mikolas. No, check that. Trevor May. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a 5-1 lead for the Bronx Knights. So bottom of the 7th. Cal Ripken Jr. is 0 for 2.
The shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Ground ball through. It is a base hit to center. Leadoff hit for the Oakland A's here in the bottom of the 7th. Next up is Willie Stargell. At the knees, strike 1. Pops it up in foul territory. Termini races over, makes the catch. All that foul ground. There's one away.
Up next for Oakland, the third baseman, Josh.
So next up is Josh Fuentes. He's 0 for 2. Deep drive towards the right center field gap. Long run for Lo Cicero, but he will make the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the catcher.
So Yasmani Grandal, the catcher, is 0 for 2. Only hitting a .183 on the season. Just misses off the plate, ball 1. Fouls off the cut fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Grandal. Pops it up. First base line, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner at first, 4-run lead for the Knights. And he's late on the fastball, and the count will remain 1-2. Grounder to Lindor at second, throws to short, second base for the force, and the side is retired. At the end of 7, it's the Bronx Knights 5, the Oakland A's 1. So as we go to the top of the 8th, Hector Neris takes over in relief for the A's. He's 8-2 with a 4.02 earned run average. And before Francisco Lindor steps up to the plate, we go to the manager's office and the bullpen. And 2 righties and a switch hitter, so Telly Argios is going to come into the game. And we're back to the plate. So switch hitter hitting from the left side against Neris. Francisco Lindor is 1 for 3. At the knees with the split finger, strike 1. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Swing and a miss out in front of the splitter. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Outside, 1-2. This is a created franchise called the Bronx Knights. They've been wedged into the American League West Division. Early September. Game number 137. Goal is to play every inning of every game. No skipped games, no skipped innings. All the games are on YouTube. Yanks it foul down the first base line. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Up first base line, backhanded by Willie Stargell, takes it himself, and there's 1 away. Starter comparison. As you can see, Madison Bumgarner of the Knights has won this matchup. Miles didn't get out of the 5th inning. So, Matt Termini, the third baseman, steps up 2 for 3. He has 2 singles, 2 runs batted in. He's up there with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. High ball 1. Jams him. Popped up on the right side. Jackie Robinson's there for the 2nd out. Chance Cisco, 1 for 2 with a single. Steps up with 2 outs. And he pops it up behind home plate Grandal is there to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 5-1 lead for the Bronx Knights here at Oakland Coliseum. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief, taking over for Bumgarner is Telly Argios. 38th appearance. He's 5-5 with a 5.26 earned run average. Definition of middle relief. And leading off here in the bottom of the 8th is Jackie Robinson. He is 0 for 3.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Just off the plate inside, ball 1. Ground ball deep in the hole is short, backhanded by Salazar. Throws to first, in time, 1 away. The line for Madison, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, no walks. That's a line that you can be proud of. And if things stay the way they are, he will win his 11th ball game of the season. So Burt Wells steps up, 2 for 3 today. Single or double, 1 away. Late on the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Breaking ball, outside corner, count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, split finger fastball, and there's 2 away. Nice downward action on that split finger. So Mickey Mantle steps up to the plate. Switch hitter, now batting from the left side against the righty Argios. Doubled in the 6th inning. He is 1 for 3. Mick is a Hall of Famer. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. 500 plus home runs. All the championships. Misses inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. The fastball count is 1-2. And he pops him up in the infield. Lindor is there, and he retires the side. So we will go to the top of the 9th. It's the Bronx Knights 5, the Oakland A's 1.
Your attention, please.
Pitching the 9th is Matt Bowman, is 4-5 with a 6.40 earned run average. And he will face Manuel Margot, who's 1 for 4 with a single today.
Leading off for the Bronx, the center fielder.
And he yanks it into foul territory. Strike 1. Out in front of the split finger. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And he pops it up. Third baseman Burt Wells. No, check that. That's not Burt Wells. Makes the catch. That is Jose Fuentes at third for the first out. So Don Mattingly up for his 4th plate appearance. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. 1 out in the 9th. Outside, ball 1. Just gets a piece of the 2-seamer. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. And that's a line drive over the head of the second baseman. He'll be in there for a single. He's 2 for 4. So 1 out single for Don Mattingly.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jacob.
So Jacob Salazar hitting in the number 3 hole today. Batting from the right side. Left side, check that, against the righty Bowman. Takes ball 1. Grounds it, steps on the bag, throws in time. It is a double play. Nicely done by Willie Stargell. And we will go to the bottom of the ninth, last licks for the Oakland A's. They need 4 runs to tie. So before we do that, let's go to the manager's office for the bullpen. And let's have John Smoltz warm up just in case. Let's have Jesse Biddle. We'll put him in the game. Why not? Jesse Biddle, 2-2 with a 2.17 earned run average. He has 70 strikeouts and only 58 innings pitched. He has been really good this season. Swing and a miss by Adam Dunn, strike 1. Misses high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses with changeup. Check that slider outside. Counts 2-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Max Kepler's on deck. Inside corner with the curveball. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pops him up. There is Termini by the third base line for the first out here in the bottom of the ninth. So next up is Max Kepler. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. In there, strike 1, 97 on the radar gun. Line drive into the teeth of the shift in short right field. He catches the line drive. Lindor makes out number 2. Lindor catches out number 2. And the Oakland Athletics are down to their final out of the game. Cal Ripken has a single today in the 7th. He's 1 for 3. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Pops it up, short right field, long run for Lo Cicero in foul territory. He makes the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Bronx Knights win 5-1. So the Bronx Knights have won the first game of this 4-game series at Oakland Coliseum. In this early September matchup, Bronx Knights have won their 90th game. They're 90-47. Good for at least a 14-game lead in the division, the American League West. The winning pitcher is Madison Bumgarner. He has 11 wins on the season. And let's do the line score properly. Bronx Knights, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Oakland A's, 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. As I said before, Bumgarner gets the win. He's number 11 on the season. Miles Mikolas gets the loss. And Francisco Lindor gets the player of the game honors. He's 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. So that was a presentation of Bronx Knights baseball. For those of you that are unaware, it is my desire and my goal to play 162 games. No skipping innings, no simulating games. Every single one of these games up to this point have been on YouTube in their entirety, all with original play-by-play by yours truly. This was game number 137 out of 162 plus. Hoping to make it to the World Series and win the whole thing. We will see what happens with full accountability, because hopefully you will be watching along with me. Thank you so much for joining me, especially the Outlander and Bumba Time Gaming for the comments. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I hope to see you guys again soon for another game as we head to the playoffs. Have a great night and take care of yourselves.